All right, I had this experience at the store. I want to buy some things, and a little boy came to me and, he said to me, "Sir, can I wax your headlight?" And, my headlight, the car that I had then was kind of dim, and he started to wax the headlight, the length, the cover of the headlight, and he started to wax it with some detergents or some maybe chemicals and a hand rag, and he cleaned it up, and it was very shiny. The cover of the headlight was shiny, and that little boy's spirit inspired me. I gave him some money, and I kind of gave him some motivation. This is good. It shows you're a responsible child, and but try to go to school. But what I want to draw out of this is this: I've met people at the store, at the mall, standing by the door, or hanging around outside of the mall, begging for money, and sometimes I give them. But I just want to say this: take responsibility. The spirit of that little boy was inspiring. It was, I couldn't forget him. I couldn't forget that little boy. I think he was maybe 9 years old or 10. He was going from car to car, cleaning people's headlights and getting paid. Now, I think that maybe he goes to school in the morning, and in the evening time, he goes out to do that business because it's a business. And people pay him. I think that day I gave him maybe $5. Now, imagine if 10 people or 20 people gives him, each person gives him $1 or $5. That young boy is already a businessman. What am I trying to say out of this? Take responsibility. Nobody has to give you anything. Nobody has to give you nothing. Take responsibility. Matter of fact, I'm doing this video specifically for young people in Africa. I understand that the government, they have disappointed us. Honestly speaking, after I graduated from school in Nigeria, I felt disappointed because I was looking for a job everywhere. I couldn't find a job. But I didn't go to my mother's house to sit down doing nothing. I had to take responsibility. So what I did was that I went to a nearby school, a high school or secondary school, and I took up a job to teach, and I was teaching, and I was getting paid some little money, I think, in Nigerian currency. I was getting paid 5,000 naira monthly. 5,000 naira in Nigeria then. 5,000 naira in Nigeria then, monthly. And I was happy, and I was doing the job happily. Honestly speaking, I was happy teaching my students, guiding them, mentoring them. I was going out of the scheme of work, the syllabus, to teach them moral instruction, to guide them. Let me tell you something. God will test you with little things. The little job he gave you is to test you. You are going through a test. Some of you, God is testing you, and you have to pass the test. If you don't pass the test, you will keep begging for money. You keep asking people to give you. Pass the test. The Bible said, do not ignore or neglect the days of little beginning. Where you are, start doing something. Pick up something and do something. Don't depend on the government. The government, Nigerian government, African leaders, they have failed us. They have failed us. And I understand that. But then start doing something. Do something. I remember then I started writing books. I was publishing books, and I was making some little money out of it. At the time, I told my parents, stop paying my school fees. Don't pay my house rent in school, boarding school. I was taking care of myself. Why am I saying this? Take responsibility. Nobody has to do anything for you. Start where you are. You have a gift. You have a talent. You have a skill. Start to invest in it. Sharpen it. Do something with it. Nobody has to do anything for you. How long are you going to depend on people? How long is somebody going to pay your house rent and, pay your school fees? When I came to Los Angeles the first time, I was driving bicycle. Bicycle. Most of you know what bicycle is. And the job I was doing, most of you in Nigeria, you don't want to do it. The first job I did in this country was awful, but I was doing it. Driving bicycle on the streets of America and sleeping on the floor in somebody's house. I was sleeping on the floor, no mat, nothing, on the floor. Why am I saying this? Humble yourself, start somewhere, and stop depending on anybody to do anything for you. God gave you a talent. God gave you a gift. God gave you something. Start with it. Invest with it. Because if people keep giving you, how long are they going to give you? For how long? Are you going to stay for the rest of your life depending on people to pay your bills, to pay your children's school fees, to take care of you? What is the key? The key, just like that little boy, look around you. There is a need. Meet that need. There is a service. Go and offer service somewhere. I don't care if you have to go to a restaurant to serve. I don't care if you have to clean cars. Whatever you have to do, but don't beg. You understand what I'm saying? Don't depend on people all the time. Personally, I don't know how to beg. I don't know how to borrow. It hurts me. I don't know how to ask people, please give me. So I took up responsibility early in my life. And I told myself, I don't want anybody to be the one giving me. I don't want people to be giving me. Let me give to people. Take up responsibility. Look around you. There are needs. Let me shock you before I end this video. There are wealthy men, there are rich men who are looking for who to trust with their wealth. They are looking for humble people with integrity that can serve. They are looking for humble people with integrity who can serve so that they can entrust their wealth in the hands of these people, like Joseph in the Bible. If you have integrity and you are humble, start to do something. You know, I was doing one job in Lagos later. You know, I got this job in Lagos and I was doing it. And one day something happened. I'm about to end this video, please. A CEO, you know, our company hired a new CEO and he came from Abuja to Lagos for a corporate meeting. And when he came for the corporate meeting, he needed somebody to go to his hotel room and pack his bags and bring it to the office so he can travel from there. So they told me, hey, you go to the hotel room, pick his bags and, you know, pack his bags and his suitcases and everything. And I went and I served humbly without expecting anything. I went and I packed his bag, brought everything. 1 week or 2 weeks after that, this man called from Abuja and he said to my human resources officer, he said to her, that young boy who helped me with my bags that day, send him to Abuja. I want him to work with me as my personal assistant. That was a promotion for me. That was a huge lifting for me. Why am I saying this? Don't ignore the days of little beginning. If you are too big to serve, then you are too small to be blessed. Humble yourself. Start where you are and stop depending on people to give you. The key is look for a need around you. Meet that need. Meet a need around you. That is the key. Start where you are and stop looking for big things. Some of you are looking for big jobs. You just graduated out of school and you are looking for job in the bank, job in the oil sector. You are looking for, I don't know, start where, if you have to go and teach, go and teach. I was paid 5,000 naira to teach in Nigeria. 5,000 naira. Some of you are getting paid up to 30,000 now. 5,000. And that was maybe 10 years ago or maybe 12. Humble yourself and serve. Humble yourself and serve. Start where you are. That is the keys. Somebody is observing you who has the power to favor you and connect you to your next level in life. Humble yourself and don't depend on anybody to do anything for you. God bless you.